Ladies and gentlemen, now it's 3 AM here in England, and we are going to be having a look and breaking down the Stranger Things patch notes. Now, we've got a little bit more information on the characters. So, 11 is going to be a blue character, Mike is going to be red, Will is going to be green, and Jim is also going to be red. Now, unfortunately, we have almost about 24 hours to go until this drops, but we still don't have any of the abilities. This is the only post currently on the forums, and it's been live for about an hour, so yeah, there's no information on what the characters actually do. We've just got a little bit more information on their class, so we can also see their icons there. So initially, like, looking at the spread, I'm a little bit disappointed that we've got like a double red collaboration, because again, the one character that's just murking everybody is the one Escanor, and also one of the best recent characters to come out as well as Chandler, and they're both blue units. So having two new red characters, man, again, I was hoping for like two top tier green characters. I think the ideal scenario, at least for me, would have been Jim and 11 being green, because yeah, red and blue, they certainly have their weaknesses, I would say, in the current meta to certain stuff. So I think like the most ideal class for a new character, I know there are quite a few green units recently with like Festival Merlin, like AM Melly, and also the new Valenti as well, but like green is a really hot class right now, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I'm curious to see, again, just because they're the wrong class or not really the right class for the current meta doesn't mean that they can't still be so overpowered that they can just destroy everything. So yeah, I'm a little bit curious on that one, man. Now, just judging what we can from the skill icons, it looks like 11's gonna be pretty badass, man. She's got a lot of telekinesis here in the abilities, hopefully a lot of cleave damage as well. It does look like, at least from the preview the other day, that her ultimate is gonna hit everybody there. Again, we don't really know too much about her unique ability, but it's just her reaching out the hand, pretty much like very close to the same as the ultimate animation there. However, Mike's got a bit of an interesting, unique icon. It's him on a walkie-talkie, and we've been talking about this collab having like a human character that gives all the humans like 20% base stats or something along those lines, and that kind of looks like it could be the unique icon for that. But again, it's like super impossible to tell without any actual abilities. And then he's got a debuff card and a damage card as well, and then his ultimate looks to be an AoE ultimate, at least from the preview, whereas 11, she's just raw damage there. And then we got Will, who has a debuff card, a attack card. He's got his ultimate, not really too sure what that's going to do. It didn't really look like much of a damaging ultimate on the preview, kind of looked like some sort of buff or shield. So yeah, interested to see kind of what he brings to the table, because people were saying that he may be a support character, but also he's got, like, you know, he's got no buff cards, no healing cards, so I'm interested to see what he does in terms of his damage card and also his debuff card as well. But it doesn't look like he's going to be, the Stranger Things equivalent to Goddess Elizabeth. So yeah, it looks a little bit different from that at first glance. And then we got Jim, who just looks pure damage again, very much like 11 there. This man has guns for days. Look at that ultimate, man. It just firing everything. So yeah, I'm really excited for Jim. Jim, I think, is going to be so much fun for PvP. Just shooting like all of the 7 Deadly Sins characters, man. I think they're going to be great times in PvP. Also excited to wreck everybody with Will as well, because Will just looks like a massive meme tier character. They all kind of look like meme tier characters, man. But I think it's going to be like a really interesting collab. But I'm curious to see like how this is going to integrate into the game, how it's going to look, how it's going to feel, and also what those full abilities are. So yeah, that's kind of the more information that we know about the 4 collaboration characters so far. Again, with this draw, there's like no other characters that they've chucked on the banner, and there's been a lot of speculation that this banner they might add somebody like, you know, Green Gotha, or like one of those very exclusive characters like Hawk and Oslo. However, I feel like if they were going to do that, they probably slap them on the banner, because every single time that Gotha's come back, like in the notes the day before, like he's been on this pickup draw. But maybe here, I guess for Stranger Things and Netflix, they just want to focus on that. So again, there's still a chance, but usually if they are going to have Gotha on the banner, they like slap them in your face. So just a bit of heads up to set expectations there, and they know that the people that like Stranger Things are going to summon on this banner, and the people that don't like Stranger Things, yeah, probably going to skip and save, but again, it's impossible to tell who else is going to be on there for now. But yeah, I'm interested to see tomorrow. So there's going to be 10 individual summon tickets, so a free multi via this collaboration as well. There's going to be some free costumes, these wonderful costumes for Will and Hopper, and I imagine some more costumes as well for Eleven and Mike on top of that. So the celebration events, there's going to be a world quest. There's also going to be upside down exploration. I'm not really too sure what that entails. There's going to be a Mind Flayer deathmatch and event exchange shop. Very, very excited for this, man. Like, I cannot wait to see a big old Mind Flayer boss. I think that's going to be incredibly exciting. And for those of you who aren't aware what the Mind Flayer is, it's like this giant monstrous thing in the back. Like, it's gonna look crazy in the game, man. Beetlejuice from the ReZero collaboration, like his animations and the unseen hands, like they look absolutely insane. So yeah, the Mind Flayer, I imagine, is going to be an amazing boss battle. But I'm curious to see the difficulty. I imagine it being a Stranger Things collab and then trying to appeal to the masses. It's probably not going to be that hard, I would assume, but again, you never really know with this stuff. But also on top of that, there is going to be a check-in event. There's going to be special missions. There's going to be a special card event. There's also going to be Hawk's Awesome Treasure Chest, which is really, really good. It's one of my favorite side events there. That's where you get like the random bonus stuff a day, free gems. So yeah, there's actually like a good amount of additional bonus rewards there. You've got Chapter Clear reward event. So I think this is the one where you what is it? You get gems and additional stuff based on how much story progression you've done. So that's really, really nice. There's also going to be social media sharing event, and they shared the details of this the other day. So it's going to be like an awakening token, a part 2 SSR. There's going to be the Diamond Perks event. There's going to be a buff event. So the buff events are continue the main quest once for free every day. Player rank XP from stage clears doubled. Hero enhanced super and ultra success rate increase, and also equipment salvages rate up as well. So unfortunately no equipment draw, but salvage up is always a nice time there. And also one thing, I feel like I've glossed this over as well, but if you get any of the Stranger Things characters, they are instantly level 80 and 6-star awakened as well, so you don't need the materials to actually level them up, which is really, really good, and confirmation of that is just here. So yeah, I always like banners that just give you the units like instantly maxed out, man, because it saves me like spending you know, like $25 a pop on a pack each to upgrade them. So yeah, very, very, very happy about that one, man. And then yeah, they're all gonna have collaboration costumes. So that's for 11, Mike, Will, and that looks like it's for Hopper. Hopper is looking incredibly slim and streamlined in this one, but maybe it's just because what is it? All of these costumes are modeled on the mannequin, and Hopper is a little bit more thick, a bit more beefy in terms of his actual model. But yeah, I'm interested to see how the costumes look in game. I feel like in terms of their normal clothes, they're going to look a bit weird, but with these costumes, man, again, they could fit into the world quite nicely. But yeah, I'm curious to see how the characters turn out. We're also going to have some new collaboration bundles. So there's a 30 gems and I think random, what is it, Stranger Things hero here. So I'm interested to pick that one up. We've also got 300 gem bundles, which is very, very nice, 145. I'm not too sure if there's going to be a ticket bundle as well. So yeah, it doesn't say anything about ticket bundles on top of the what is it, regular diamond purchases. So I'm curious to see what they do. I think with ReZero they did have ticket bundles, but it also depends like how many of these collaboration diamond bundles they're selling. But overall, I think the ticket bundles represent a bit more value in comparison. So yeah, I don't know if there's going to be ticket bundles or not, or if they just didn't include them. So yeah, it's a little bit of an interesting one. There's also going to be system changes. So tomorrow as well, we are getting Tier 5 of Super Awakening, along with the brand new Fort Solgras dungeon, which allows you to farm Super Awakening coins, but does have the entry requirement of using like those time-limited hourglasses. So you've got the choice from tomorrow onward on Global, do you want to farm anvils or do you want to farm Super Awakening coins? And if you're a massive whale and you're summoning all the time, then yeah, you definitely just want to continue farming anvils. But if you are free to play and you're just constantly in need of additional coins to Super Awaken your main characters and roster, again, it can be quite a good dungeon to farm in order to get like a really fat stack of Super Awakening coins to sort out a character or two. So yeah, depending on your situation and circumstance, again, this dungeon can be a very good blessing, but overall, if you're looking to expand your account as much as possible, then yeah, the Anvil dungeon is the better one to stick to, because you know, you always need so many gear sets in this game moving forwards for so many different characters and associations. But I think for my free-to-play account, thinking about it, again, I just need loads of Super Awakening coins, and I've kind of got like the gear sets built for a lot of the characters that I need. So yeah, it's a bit of a blessing on that as well, but it's just an alternate option to think about. With tomorrow's update, we've also got the new permanent Tower of Trials. So this one on floor 1, you've got part 1 SSR, floor 2, you've got 20 hammers, and floor 3, you've got 40 gems and a part 2 SSR ticket. So overall, if you've got the right top tier characters to do this, and we'll be putting out some guides and teams that you can use for the new tower very shortly tomorrow, then yeah, it's like not too bad, but also like some of the later stages are a little bit more niche. Actually, the last one isn't bad. It's like stage 2 that's the most annoying for a lot of people, man. But I think there are some interesting like cheese strategies for Melascula. But yeah, like I'm interested to do that on Global tomorrow and also put out the guides for it on top of that. But that's kind of the new permanent tower. And then in 2 weeks time, we are going to be getting the reruns of the towers that we missed from the Japanese version. So just keep that in mind as well. It's not tomorrow that we start getting the reruns of towers that we missed. We just get the new tower, but in 2 weeks time on the 11th of May, then we're going to start getting the reruns as well. And there's also been changes to the Fight Festival shop, and some of these are alright. I think there's a bigger limit on buying like anvils now, so that's pretty good. A bigger limit on buying wine food. However, one really interesting thing to note as well is in top 100 they're actually removing the ability to use food in PvP and also removing the bundles on the next JP and KR update. So yeah, don't overstock up on wine if you feel like you need it for top 100, because again, in like the next season, probably on Global, the requirement's actually going to be removed for it. So you can't use any food in top 100 PvP, which is really good if you're a super sweaty tryhard there. But for regular PvP, again, you don't really need to worry about that. There's also like some just terrible value stuff, man. There's like, what is it? 1 Super Awakening coin for 6,000, terrible value. 1 6-star what is it, gear stone for like 6,000, terrible value. And just to cover the bottom line, it's just terrible value, terrible value, terrible value. To get like 0.1% roll from PvP coins, man, it's 15,000 festival coins. That's stupid, man. Like, they had no thought, nothing went into this. But this has been on like the JP version for like a month now. It's insanely stupid. So yeah, just wait for the prices to go down. They are probably going to be corrected at some point, because yeah, they're just really, really silly at the moment. But yeah, I'd stick to just buying what is it, anvils in the PvP store, at least in my opinion for now. Then also on top of that, there is a buff to the daily rewards. So clearing Fort Solgris gives you a Super Awakening coin, enhancing equipment gives you an anvil, cooking gives you a cosmetic material, boss battle, another one for the weapon there, and death matches for the outfits. So yeah, there's like lots more cosmetic materials that you can get on a monthly basis there, which is like a nice little booster, especially because like they're like the hardest resource in the game, at least in my opinion, to get at the moment. So it's nice to have like more of those coming in, and also UR engravings for all the Stranger Things characters. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the most part. Again, with this collaboration, we're still missing a lot of information in terms of like what's actually happening. We don't know any of the characters' abilities. We don't know which one of them is going to be free. There's like a lot of additional stuff that we just don't know, because the global patch notes never go into the amount of detail that the JP or KR patch notes go into. And this is a global first update as well, so it's a little bit disappointing that they haven't released the the character spotlights yet, but also I guess, you know, it's something to look forward to with the update tomorrow. We've got like just over 24 hours until this does go live, and we're going to be live as soon as it does tomorrow, man. So I think it's about 6 a.m. UK time, 10 a.m. PDT, and we're going to be going for, I think, about 3,000 gems worth of summons. We're going to try and 6-6 all of the collab units day one, and then test them out in global PvP and just have fun tomorrow, man. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on the Stranger Things collaboration in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy today's breakdown, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.
You are not subscribed to the whale sin of spending? Who decided that? Subscribe now, or enjoy the bitter taste of regret.